good at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Aviators and the Vikings, and it's all up next.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings led out by the rookie, J.J. McCarthy. Won the national championship at the University of Michigan. Wasn't asked to throw it a ton during that championship run, but very athletic, very impressive. And Greg, he's the guy for the Vikes.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today, and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And it'll be third down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
Well, the nice thing about the NFL, Mike, is there's always next week. If you're coming off a good game, you got to put it to bed and come back and play well again. But in this case, things could not have gone much worse for this guy last week in that performance. So this game couldn't come fast enough. He said he had a great week of practice. He was able to put that behind him mentally and physically, and they're going to need him to play a lot better if they're going to come away today with a win.
The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And they will finally run him down. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Lawrence now. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's dropped off for Walker. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. He's got his man. That's Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Jones. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Foye Oluokun with the play. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there. Now a 3rd and 2. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today.
Still 3rd down.
So from 3rd and 2, back him up to 3rd and 7. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Aviators offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st. Kenneth Walker inside the 30. And he is gone. 78 yards. It is a touchdown. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. And now, after that opening touchdown, the offense is going to stay out and go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the veteran, Stephon Gilmore.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the book. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Play action now. It's McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And the Aviators are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Jones. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he will score. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Aviators. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Back to throw. Lawrence. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense headed back to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Kirsten Darrisaw, the first-round pick in 2021. Guilty that time. On second down, here's McCarthy. He'll air this one out for Renfro.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. We'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The Aviators offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Jones. And this will be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
It'll be a pickup of 10. That's enough for a first down. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. Now second down throw for Lawrence. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. They run it once more with Jones. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes third down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Open man downfield. It's Addison. A nice throw by the rookie out of Michigan. It's going to be good enough for a first down. Here's McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
3rd and a yard. On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Jones. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Oh, they are on him in a crash, and he's lost the football. The defense has it. Inside the 40. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And a deep hole gets even deeper. This has been one-sided right from the start, and this first half nightmare continues.
In a league, Mike, where we see so many close games and there's such parity, every now and then it just seems one team is just clearly dominant, clearly in control of the game, and so far in this first half, that's what's unfolding in front of us. We'll see if they can get back into it in the second half, but up until this point, this team is in complete control.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. 2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. On 4th down, on comes the rookie, Will Reichert, to try this Viking field goal. Now a second timeout called by the defense. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get. Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings are on the board just before halftime. The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Aviators offense, and Trevor Lawrence set to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. Second down and 8.
It's second and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw is Lawrence. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will go all the way. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Aviators. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. The Aviators offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. Finding space at the 15. And he's going to take this all the way home. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Aviators. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the
Oh, the ball is out. The Vikings have got it.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He's got his man, Jefferson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. On the give, it's Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They need 8 as they come up for third down. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And that'll set up fourth down. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. He'll try and hurry to the line here. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that one is caught. And he will score. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Aviators. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for 2, and it does not pan out. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now a handoff. Jones. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And the Vikings 1st down.
So, 3 quarters have... On 1st down, here's McCarthy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. This one taken in by Renfro. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Third and 2, and here's McCarthy. He's got his receiver. It's Jones.
Nice pickup here to the back, and what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
The first carry now for Ty Chandler. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get...
And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points. I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. After that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it. How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here's a 3rd and 10. Lawrence now. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. 2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They go play action for Lawrence. And this one is hauled in. What a grab. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now showing over 300 yards passing in this one. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. They'll run here with Walker. And he's into the end zone yet again. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Aviators. That touchdown number 3 for him in the game, and number 14 for the year. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. This pass, right side. Going to be caught by Addison. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
And the Vikings first down.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
First down, Vikings.
To the air once more is McCarthy. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Throwing again is McCarthy. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Reichert good with the extra point. And the Vikings will get just a bit closer. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. Here we go. One final play. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete.